Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabil Chandra Setiawan, and I'm from class 15.1C. I would like to give my opinion on the Indonesia versus Bahrain match was held on October 10, 2024. There are three important points that I want to respond to. The first is that Indonesia national team has been very good in that match against Bahrain, and I'm very proud of our national team for going that far to defend Indonesia. Of course, the coach is also Sintayong, who also fought for Indonesia. Second point for the Bahrain national team to play are very okay, but unfortunately they have not been able to keep up with Indonesia. Because of that, they use cheating with very visible use of money. And this is not the first time Indonesia has been cheated in a soccer match. It's really really embarrassing. Point three, where this is an important point where the role of referee is very crucial in leading of the match. Where still FC class still has referee who accept bribes, and of course this is very embarrassing for FC, where all countries in Asia participate and watch the match. And I hope in the future FIFA and FT can be more assertive about the fraud faced by Indonesia and other countries. Maybe that's the only opinion I can give. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to introduce myself first. My name is Nabil Chandra Setiawan and I'm from class 15.1C.01. And yeah, today I want to explain about unlocking the power of question word. Question words are a word used to form question in English. The question word in English is also known as WH question or 5W plus 1H in Indonesia. And there are several types of question words. There is what, mean apa, who's, siapa, why, kenapa, when, kapan, where, di mana, and how, bagaimana. To use the word what, where is an example for what is your favorite food? My favorite food is meatball. So here he asks, what is your favorite food? And he answered, my favorite food is meatball. And this is an example of using the word what. Furthermore, the use of the word where asks how a place or a location. For example, where do you live? I live in Margonda Residence. He asked uh, he asked his friend where he lived, and he answered that the place where he lived was in Margonda Residence. The use of the word when. The use of the word when is usually intended to ask about time. For example, when is your birthday? My birthday is on March. He asks when his birthday, and he answered that his birthday was on March 19. The use of the word who, usually the use of the word who aim to ask someone. For example, who is your best friend? And he answered, Madun is my best friend. She asked, who is your best friend? And he answered, Madun is my best friend. Then the use of the word why usually aims to ask the reason. For example, why do you like English? I like to learn foreign language. Furthermore, using the word how is usually intended to ask about the situation. For example, how are you feeling today? Feels very good today. There are several examples of questions that we will discuss below. There are empty sentences that we have to fill in. So, what is the right sentence to fill in? Is it how, what, or when? And yes, the correct one is when. When do you go to school? I go to school at 8 a.m. The second practice example is what sentence is suitable to fill in the empty part of the sentence. There are what, why, and where. And the correct one is, the correct one is what, because he asks what language do you prefer, English or Spanish? And he answered, and she answered, I prefer learning English. I'm sorry, I preferred learning Spanish. Here are some tips for us to learn to use the right question words for the next contest. The next context. Example, who to ask about people, who is your favorite author, what to ask about things or object, for example, what are you reading, when time, for example, when did you start learning English, where for place, example, where do you live, why for reason, example, why did you choose this job, how for manner or condition. How do you find this book? How and other word. How often do you exercise to find about more exercising? How about we go out for dinner tonight? Used to make a suggestion or offer a choice. How did you make this cake? Ask how something is done. There is also the use of the word why. Why did you choose this book? To find out the cause of an event or decision. Why didn't you ask me first? To ask a question in the form of criticism or wonder. Why are you so tired today? Why plus adjective or adverb. There are several mistakes that usually occur when we first learn English using important question word. For example, the mistake one, who is your favorite color? That's the wrong one. The correct one is, what is your favorite color? There is incomplete question like, where do you go? The correct one is, where are you going? Using how many or how much inappropriately. The wrong one, how many milk do you want? And the correct one is, how much milk do you want? And yeah, keep practicing until you're an expert, whether it's talking to your friends, relatives, or family. Basically, if you want to learn and understand the use of question word, it is not that difficult. And of course, this is very useful for us in the future. And yes, maybe that's all our discussion about the material for using a question word. I hope you like the presentation and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share it to your friend or family. And I'll see you guys in the next video.